Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is Sami here, and on this channel I share everything about parenting, motherhood and lifestyle. So if you're new to this channel, please be sure to subscribe. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back to the family. So today I'll be sharing a few tips on how to stay motivated as a work from home mom. So guys, do you sometimes feel like you are at home and you feel like you're not really accomplishing a lot? Some of these tips are things that I've tried and I'm still trying on a daily basis, and it kind of like puts me in a good mood to face my day, because sometimes it just feels like this whole motherhood thing sometimes it just feels like this whole motherhood thing, is like you don't have support, or you just wake up and you're just tired, you're like let's just eat and let today pass. But some of these tips have helped put me in a good mood to kind of like tackle my day, and I'm here as always to share with you. Number one thing I would say is set a timer for the most important things in your day. So those things that you really do not want to miss, maybe lunch, breakfast, dinner, maybe you've set out that maybe today you want to read a book, nighttime routine. Like have time, like have an alarm for the things that are very crucial to you, like you really have to do those things, and set an alarm for those things. And when it's time for that thing, kind of like drop everything you have to do and do it. Like sometimes we get stuck up in that thing of like, so let me kind of like look at my phone, let me look at my social media, or let me look at my phone for like 5 minutes, and you see yourself there for like the next 2 hours. And maybe you've already set out that, like, have a plan for what you want to do. So maybe you say, when the kids are napping, when the kids are having their nap for like maybe 2 hours or 1 hour, depending on how long your kids nap, I want to maybe read a book, or I want to do so and so. Like when it's that time, once they put down, go straight to what you want to do. Like keep your phone far away from you, because you may just be scrolling through, and the next thing you see, you're way into Pinterest or way into Instagram, and you forget all the things that you have to do. And when the kids wake up, you feel very overwhelmed, exhausted. You feel like you haven't rested, or you haven't done you haven't accomplished anything, and it kind of like makes you feel sad. And the whole day is gone, you haven't done anything, and the cycle continues again. So have an alarm, and set an alarm and put it down exactly. Like even if it's just one thing you want to do, like have it down as this is the one thing I want to do when the kids are asleep, and make sure you get to it. Number two is eating fresh foods and staying hydrated. Like guys, it sounds like a no-brainer, but do you know sometimes when you are dehydrated, like you just feel like a walking zombie? Like drink water. Water is so good, especially even like people like me who are like breastfeeding. Drink lots and lots and lots of water. And kind of like sometimes you may want to eat like fresh food, like freshly made food, so you can get like all your essential vitamins and minerals and nutrients. So you can get all your essential nutrients, kind of like have like cooked meals, like that has not just eating junk. Sometimes you might be thinking you're eating, but you're not really eating the right foods that are going to help you, making sure like you have like the right nutrients in your meal kind of like sets you up for success. Like having a good breakfast, having a great lunch, having a great having a great dinner. Like the kind of food that you eat kind of like shows in your mood, basically. Something that also helps to make you motivated to kind of like do work is you have to declutter, organize and clean your space. So I, for one, I'm that person who cannot, for the life of me, I cannot work or do something productive if the house is in disorder. Like I cannot do it. Like I'll feel like I'm in a dark place in my head, in my mind. So before I do something, I kind of like clean out. So that's why I try to make sure I practice minimalism, try to like reduce things, reduce the clutter, make sure that like little time saver, things that could save time, instead of waiting for the day where you take one day and clean up the house. Like make sure you do it in steps, right? So 15 minutes wake up early, 15 minutes, kind of like take out the plates from the dishwasher, like clean up everything, make sure everything is like before you sleep, make sure you clean up everything. Like when you wake up to like a fresh kitchen, it makes you feel good. When you go to your desk and it's organized, it makes you feel good. But when there's so much clutter, that's for me. It doesn't put me in a good mood, and I really cannot do anything. So reorganizing your space, if you feel like your space is kind of like making you feel less motivated to work, you can reorganize things, take out some clutter, redesign some things, it kind of like sets you in a good mood and you want to kind of like do work. Having a routine for doing things, especially your bedtime, like before you go to bed, kind of like keep your phone. So I do this sometimes, and I notice that the times that I don't do it, I wake up the next morning feeling. So you realize that the times when you don't have like a bedtime routine, like have the things that you do the same times all the time, wash your face or take a bath, clean up your face, do your facial routine. If you read a book, you can read a book for like 15 minutes before you sleep, listen to soft music or something, turn off your lights, dim your lights, then you kind of like go to bed. Like have the same routine all the time to put yourself in that space for sleeping. Another thing that kind of like puts you in good mood most times when you just don't feel like doing any work, especially this period, like for people who derive motivation from others, it's kind of like to reach out to like your network, like have like a virtual meeting with your friends, connect with people, and kind of like know what people are doing so that they can tell them what you're going through, or see, I really don't feel motivated to do this. When you hear from other people, oh, you're doing this, you're doing that, okay, then you get motivated, so sort of like reaching out to people, to talk to people, kind of like puts you also in a good mood and makes you realize that you're not alone. Like you're not alone in this. Also, dressing up and making up, especially this period, is like we all want to kind of like wear our jammies and stay at home all day. But do you realize that like the days when I do my makeup in the morning, you can't tell me nothing. I'm telling you guys, you cannot tell me anything. Like that day, I'll feel so happy. Like it puts you in a different mood and you feel like, oh wow, there's nothing I can do today, like you dress up. Like even if you don't want to dress up, just the fact that you woke up, took a shower in the morning, first thing before your little ones like bombard your day. Take a shower and do like, even if it's just little minimal, just do your eyebrow, put some foundation, or even just a lip gloss. Like you feel good. You're like, wow, now maybe this. It puts in a good mood. So if makeup does it for you, do makeup by all means. Dress up. If it's dressing up that does it for you, dress up. Like kind of like change up your routine to see if you kind of like get in the mood to kind of like want to do things that you honestly would have done before. I also like to kind of like put music. Music puts me in a good mood. And I also try to remember like I have music for different points in my life. So like I had music of maybe when I won maybe this award, or maybe when I did so project that I really, really, really enjoyed. So whenever I play the music of that period of, different periods in my life, it puts me in the good mood, right? And I kind of like feel the need to kind of like do something. So maybe if it's maybe like a Beyonce music that does it for you, if it's Frank Ocean, like any music that does that for you, listen to that kind of music, walk out. Like even if it's like taking a walk, just listening to music and maybe walking around your neighborhood puts you in a good mood. Like when you come back, you think, because sometimes I just feel like you lose it and you just feel like let's just exist, I beg. You just feel like we're just living. But when you put like music, you walk around, you put yourself like you have good, I think they call it endorphins. It puts in a good mood and you see yourself kind of like getting back. It talks to your brain. Because that's the way your brain is wired. It talks to your brain and your brain makes you feel like you were in that stage in your life and you kind of like want to do something else. Also, the last on my list is vitamins. Sometimes we might be deficient in a vitamin and we don't realize it. Like maybe it might be something as easy as vitamin D. You see yourself falling sick all the time. or maybe vitamin B, like you don't have energy to do things anymore. It might just be less like you lack vitamin B, so always try to take your vitamins. Like I take my multivitamins, take my DHA. It kind of like puts you in a good mood too, and you're sure like you're getting all your necessary vitamins, all your necessary nutrients, with also having like healthy diet as well. And so guys, these are some of the tips that I'm going to share with you to kind of like put you in a good mood. Some of them will work for you, some of them won't, but you have to like try out different things and see what works for you. Hope this kind of like helps you, and helping you to kind of like achieve some of those things that you have been dreaming of doing. Or some of us that maybe feel like I'm tired, let today just pass. Tomorrow let's cancel this year and start afresh next year. This is to motivate you and to say that it's okay. I mean, it's not every day that you feel motivated to do something, and I understand it's not every day I'm motivated to do something. But if you feel like this is you every day now, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks have passed, you've been saying you wanted to do something, try some of this method and see if it's going to help you. So this is from one busy mom to another. Hope this helps you. Thank you so much guys for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.